right, we are recording. It's Workshop Wednesday. We meet here every Wednesday at 9 for me to give you a little tidbit or something to do with your business. Tonight, I want to talk about LTOs. We call them LTOs, which stands for limited time offerings. So basically, it's things that Scentsy comes out with during the middle of the month for us to sell to help boost our PRV. I want to start off by saying we have a great catalog. There's so many things in our catalog that you probably haven't even shared with your customers yet, that you can have a really good Scentsy business just by promoting our catalog. LTOs are icing on the cake or dessert, and you don't have to choose to have dessert, okay? LTOs can sell out fast. They can be problematic on the workstation. They can cause you stress and anxiety and an ulcer. So if you choose not to do them, or say you work and you're not available on Mondays when everything's released, it's okay to choose not to do them. It's nothing that you have to do. This is a gift to us from Scentsy to help boost our PRV, but it is a choice that you make, okay? So with that being said, usually Scentsy tells us what the next LTO is on the Thursday before. They gave us, I think, a little more warning this time because it's the summer collection, but usually they tell us on Thursday in a news tab article. And then we have until Monday to collect some pre-orders, and the sales go on Monday morning. That's usually how LTOs work. Once in a while, it's a little bit different, but that's the majority, that's how they work. So keep your eyes open on Thursday to see if something's new. If you don't check the news tab every day, at least check our workstation every day. I try to post those things there, but you should be checking your news tab every day. Once you see that something is new and something's coming, let's just take Star Wars, for example, from last week, okay? Promote that. Show your people if you want to, okay? I do a Google form and a Mad Mimi newsletter. So I email to all my people. I put it on my VIP page, my Facebook stories, my business page, my personal timeline, Instagram. I just sprinkle it everywhere all weekend long. And when I do that and somebody wants to order something, I fill out an order form for them. If they don't live by me, I just do a little, what am I trying to say? Copy of an order form. I don't use the whole order form because that's a waste of money. If they're local and they live by me, then I'll fill out an order form with all this so that I can give them the yellow one when I deliver it to them. If they do not live by you, you need to charge them full shipping, right? So it's $8 for under $80. If it's over $80, it's 10% of the subtotal. Charge them the shipping. Don't feel bad about charging them the shipping. I mean, you should not be footing that bill, okay? They got to pay shipping if it's going to be shipped direct to them. So fill that out, $8. One little trick, and there's a Zoomcast on it, how to figure out a direct ship party or a direct ship order. If you Google any of that, maybe Google direct ship, and I show you how to go into your workstation and figure out what that total is going to be. You just kind of do a sample test order in any open order, because tax is based on where it's being shipped to, the zip code. So you need to figure out how to do that, okay? And you just fill that out. If it's local, I fill this out. If it's local, I charge them 10% shipping, okay? You can choose what you want to do, but you need to charge them more than 5% shipping, because the day when the LTO comes, yes, it would be great if we could put in a $500 order and we could do our hostess benefits and we could close the party right then and we could get the free shipping on the $500 order, but it doesn't always work that way. Sometimes it's just fast and furious frenzy. Sometimes you can't even get into your workstation and you have to place the order on your website attached to a party. And guess what? Then you're going to have to pay shipping. So you're just going to charge them 10% shipping up front. And then you're not going to have to worry about eating that cost, okay? Those are my tips for the pre-orders. Also, I always say, do you want to play Zelle or Venmo? That's kind of, this is your total. Do you want to play Zelle or Venmo? And I collect that money then. If they don't want to pay Zelle or Venmo, then I would put their credit card information here. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that later, but I do collect the money up front. And then what I do is I just put a paper clip on this. I'll put the date that it's going to release, and I put a paper clip, and it goes on my desk with my other orders. So all of my Star Wars orders are here, and I just keep adding to it, adding to it, adding to it, making sure people are paying me the Venmo and the Zelle and all that the night before. Okay, make sure you have all of that in place. Oh, another thing I want to tell you, fill this out completely. Okay, especially the direct ships. Don't think that you're going to be able to go into your workstation and it's going to self-populate their name and their email and their everything, because that might not happen. You might have to place the order in the website. And if you haven't written all the information down that you need, name, address, email, phone number, you're going to kind of be screwed because you're not going to be able to get into the workstation, right? So make sure you have it all written down. You have everything that you need, okay? So have it up there waiting for LTO day. Then what else? So I said I do a Google form and stuff. So I'm checking my Google forms every day, right? Don't forget to check your Google forms in case somebody ordered there and then transfer it to here. When it comes like Sunday night, you might just want to make sure everything's in order. Make sure you have an open order on your website. We'll go over there right now. We'll go over there right now and I'll show you some tricks. Okay, so we're going to go to our website. Not our website, we're going to go to our workstation. Okay, so in your workstation, if you don't know how to create a party, it's right here, create a party, and make sure it shows on your PWS. But I'm just going to click on my open orders to see what I got there. So you're going to want to make sure you have something open where you're going to throw all your orders. What I usually do is just call it like May 3rd or May 4th. So I would have one called May 4th, and that's where I knew I was going to put all of my orders into that party. Okay. So the night before, one thing you also might want to make sure is if you set it up a while ago, just make sure that the close date, I'll hop in here and we'll click on edit and edit details. And then I'm just going to pop through to the end date of the party. Make sure your end date isn't going to go away before the day that you want to place the order. Because guess what? If this end date says May 3rd and you go in on May 4th to your website to place the order, it's not going to show up. It's going to think the party's over. So just make sure that your end date covers so that it's going to show on your website, okay? Okay, so then what I want to show you, what I would do the night before is go through your orders and get all of your direct ships. Okay, everything that's going to be direct shipped to somebody else that's not by you, you go in and you click on individual order here. Okay, click on individual order. You're going to enter the guest's name. This is where it will self-populate it for you, which is great. But like I said, it's good to do this the night before. And I just really learned this new little trick. So I'm going to teach you. So we're going to pretend like Molly wants something tomorrow. And then this is a new great fun thing right here. You can attach it to an order or to a party. So we're going to attach it to a party right now. I'm just going to attach it to my May online orders. We're going to pretend like that's my May 4th orders. We're going to click that, and so it's going to say that. And then important thing here, even though it's self-populated Molly's name and phone number and email, it didn't self-populate her address. So you're going to go down here to temporary one-time address, because right now it's shipping it to me. We're going to say, this is Molly's address right here. Type it in if you don't have it here, but I did hers earlier today. That's why her name popped up in my head. And now I'm going to click on save and continue. Okay, so we have this order for Molly. It's going to be shipped to her house. It's going to be attached to this party. Now we're going to click on save and continue. Okay, and now I want to show you. So when you come back in tomorrow morning or the May 4th morning, when the workstation opens and you're ready to go and you're trying to get in everything in really fast, if you click on open orders, Molly's order's right down here. It's ready to go. All you have to do is get on in there and type in R2D2 and add him and check out, and everything's ready and it's going to go fast. Isn't that cool? Super, super cool. Okay. So do that for everybody who have direct ships for. Okay. I'm going to just pop back here so I'm not looking there and I can concentrate for a minute. So that morning, or actually kind of the night before or the Friday before, Scentsy will put out an article, and it usually says what to expect on May 3rd or what to expect on May 4th or whenever the release is. It's going to tell you if there's going to be a queue. It's going to tell you what time the queue is going to open, so you know exactly when you should be there, okay? Lately, the queue has been opening at 9:56 in the morning. And so that's when you want to be on your workstation and you want to be on your website. I go in like 9:54, 9:45, whatever, but be in your workstation logged in and be in your website logged in. So once you're in there, as soon as the queue, they put us in the queue at 9:56, then you're going to see this. You're going to see this on your screen. It's going to take you out of the workstation. It's going to take you out of the website. You're still going to have those things open, and you're going to see this that says you're in line. And this is going to stay around there for about 10 or 15 minutes, probably till about 10 after 10 or 10:15. So don't think it's wrong and don't hit refresh. This is what it should look like, and this is where you should be, okay? Don't be running back over into our group page saying, oh my gosh, I'm stuck. Is this right? Yes, it's right. Everybody's there. It's all good. And then at about 10:10 or 10:15, then it's going to change just a little bit. And it's going to say, see this little line here? It says the line is paused. That means they're putting us in. Okay. So that's the next thing that flips, and that's a good thing. And then the next thing that you're going to see, I didn't get a picture of it last time because we got in so fast, but it will give you an approximate wait time. So it'll be like a wait time. It's kind of like Black Friday when you're waiting in line to get into the store. But I also don't want you to freak out over this wait time. You know, it could say an hour, it could say 45 minutes, and you could be like, oh my gosh. And then you go back over to the Blessed Bamboo page and you put that, oh my gosh, I have to wait 45 minutes. You don't have to wait 45 minutes. So don't even go over there and post it. It's going to go from 45 minutes to 20 minutes to 8 minutes to 2 minutes. It's not going to take you 45 minutes. It's going to pop through as people get in and get out. So don't worry about that. Okay. And then once it'll say, what will it say? It's your turn or something like that. Do you want in? And then you're going to click it and it's going to put you in the website or it's going to put you in the workstation. Okay. What I do is I go into whichever one I can get in first. Okay. If your website, if you're getting in, I'd rather do everything in my workstation. I'm not quite sure why. I think I like it better. I don't know. But if you can get in the website first, what I do is I go into my website and I enter all of my direct ships. I do all the direct ships. And this is where you're going to find you needed that information written down because you have it over in the workstation and you were just going to push the button and order that from Molly. But guess what? You can't get into the workstation yet. Well, you can get in the website. So why not go over and get in the website, enter your direct ships there, attach them to the May 4th party, and get in and get out. And usually by the time I get all my direct ships entered, then my workstation's open and I can pop over to my workstation and then I could do the local ones. And the local ones, what I do is like, say I have 5 or 6 people who ordered and it's going to be local. I don't enter them all individually. I just do one to me and order all 5 and 6. And I know that's not great for record keeping later. I just realized that when I did, I was making a list of everybody who's ordered Star Wars stuff from me. And that's great when you can do that, but like 15 child warmers. I'm like, who ordered them? I don't know, because I had to put them in that way. And so it's not the best thing, but it's the best thing at the moment when you need to get something fast. So like I said, go into your website or workstation, whichever one you can get into faster, go in there. And then what I do, I don't try to use all my hostess credits and close the party and all of that. I just attach it, pay the shipping, and then I go in later in the day and do my hostess credit half price items and close the party out. Okay. You can do what works best for you, but of all these times doing it, I've found that that's what works best for me. And that's why I charge them a 10% shipping, because I just got to get in and get out and get those things. The other thing to keep in mind with LTOs, things go wrong. It just, our system isn't meant to, it's not meant for that. It should be, but it's just not. And it messes up. And you just got to be patient. You got to keep trying. You just gotta, just like this last time, everybody was like, oh my gosh, it's already broke. It's just keep trying, be patient, keep trying. Just keep pushing the buttons. If it bumps you out of the workstation, go back into the workstation. If it bonks you out of the website, then you got to go back into the website. Just be patient and keep trying. I try to keep you updated as much as I can when I see things going on. But remember, I'm trying to get my orders in too. So I'm not really checking my messages. I'm not, if you're texting me, I'm not answering my phone. I'm trying just like you're trying. So just be patient and keep trying. And when I have information for you, I will let you know. If I know something sells out, I will let you know. Things could sell out super fast before I let you know, and you think you have it in your cart, and then all of a sudden it's gone. When you go to check out, it's gone. The one thing that I would say is don't panic. I think we've done this enough now that Scentsy knows when it sells out like that, that they'll do a second chance pre-sale. So don't get on our page and be mad because you can't find or didn't get what you wanted for your customers, and try to find it with another consultant, because as consultants, we shouldn't be ordering extra to sell to other consultants. So don't even do that, and don't ask for it over in our page. And also don't contact your customers right away and say, oh my gosh, it sold out so fast, I couldn't get it for you. Don't do that. Wait a little bit, okay? Give us a little chance here. Give Scentsy a chance to figure out what's going on, because it's so much better to go to your customer and saying, you know what? It was so popular, it sold out so fast, I couldn't get it for you, but that's the bad news. The good news is they're doing a pre-order, a second chance pre-order. So we can still get it for you, but it may not be in until September. And you know what? If you relay it like that to your customers, usually they're going to be excited. They're going to maybe be bummed because they didn't get it right now, but they're going to be happy because they can eventually get it, especially when it's a collector's thing, like Night Before Christmas, or any of the Disney stuff like that. They don't really care when they get it, as long as they get it. And a lot of it is the way you present it to them. Okay, so have a positive mindset when you do that. And I think you'll find that your customers are just going to be appreciative that you tried, and they love our product. So, so it's all good. Oh, what else did I want to tell you? I think that's kind of about it. Just be prepared for some crazy. If you don't want the crazy, like I said, this is a gift of PRV to you. You don't have to do it. You do not have to do it. Sell out of the catalog, the cute warmers we have in there. But I will tell you, it can do amazing things to your PRV. Amazing things. So once you figure out all these little tricks and kind of how it works. Oh, the other thing that I forgot to mention, which is super important, when you're taking your customers' orders, I always say I'll be on my computer the moment it's released, and I'll do my very best to try to get it for you before it sells out. You just have to preface it with that so that they know that might happen. If you don't do that, then you might have some mad customers. You know what I mean? Like, available while supplies last. You got to tell them that. Another thing, keep in mind, which I think is great, is that we know we've had fast sellouts. So we know things we didn't order enough. They're ordering enough now. They're ordering a lot now. You'll notice that with the Disney mini diffusers that just came out, and with Star Wars that just came out. Guess what? We didn't sell out. But we still got to sell those things. So if you didn't sell them initially on the release, but there's still some available, still be advertising that to your customers, because we don't want that sitting there. We don't want to tell them, order as much as you can, we'll sell it all, and then lie and not sell it all. And it sits in the warehouse, then they're not going to be ordering as much. So, okay. So sell. Don't just think it's available on that one particular day. Like this week and this month, still be selling Star Wars, still be selling the Princess and Spider-Man diffusers. They're still available. So don't forget about those. Amanda, can you think of anything I'm missing or any questions that you have or anything that you've done that has helped or worked?
I basically do the same thing as you. I mean, okay. I do try and do it from my workstation because it's easier. And sometimes if I have a plan, I will try and use my credits if I'm fast enough, but it's risky to do it. You just gotta be ready, have your card ready, have your stuff ready, have everything. I always pre-plan, like this is how many I need. And I do the same thing, bulk order it. Like I did with the succulent warmers. I just did 13. I'm like, I don't care. I just need this fastest I can type 13 in. Yep. Whereas if you do it each person, you have to go and click it. It's just too much.
Yes, and I'm glad you said that because it totally made me remember. Another thing that I do, and if you can't do this, I get it, but when I order, like she ordered those 13, the local ones direct shipped to me, attached to the party, I order it with my credit card. Boop, order with my credit card, one transaction and out. And then I know I got it. And then if anyone ordered with their credit card, I'll go back in on my phone on my Square and enter that manually and have them pay me through Square, okay, to reimburse myself. But if you have like 10 people who ordered credit card and you're going in there and you're entering all those in the workstation, you're asking for trouble and you're asking for it to sell out before you get the information in, because it will. You'll be putting the information still in there and then all of a sudden they'll be going out of your cart like gone, sold out. So use one credit card if you can, yours, and then reimburse yourself with Square or whatever you use. Okay.
Yeah, I don't take.
That's a really smart one.
I haven't really taken cards from people. I worries me, and I know people get weird about giving me card information. So I do, Zelle, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, email you a Square invoice. And I'm like, there are so many ways. Cash, I'll meet up with you, get cash. And then I just put the cash in my account, and it's easier to just do one transaction on my card.
Yep.
Instead of having to be like, oh, I'll have to charge this lady's card this much plus shipping plus this. It's easier if it's all local to me. I'm just like,
yeah. The only thing that I would say, if the good thing about the card is if I didn't run it, if I don't get it, I don't have to refund them.
True.
But totally, you do whatever you want to do. But I would totally recommend doing one card and getting in and out and one and done.
Yeah. Yep. Other than that, I just have multiple screens ready, and whichever one gets in I have like my website on 2 screens and my workstation on 2 screens, and I'm like, whatever one's going first, that's what I'm going with.
Yes, get your phone going, get your iPad going, get your computer going, clear your cookies. That's the other thing. I do not know why, but cookies cause problems with our computer system. I don't think they should at all. I've told them that so many times. I'm like, we should not have to do this. We don't have to do this on any other website or anything, but clear your cookies the morning of. And if you don't know how to do that, I just go into the settings of my computer and I type in the search clear cookies, and then it takes me to it. Figure out how to do that. It's either cookies or cache history, and cache is CACHE. It's not cash like money, but you want to clear that. I don't know why it causes issues, but it does. So why not do everything you can to make sure that it runs smoothly that morning, right? Okay, I think that's it. Just the other thing, when you get in there, really make sure that you are, I don't think you can goof it up anymore attaching to parties, because I think they've kind of foolproofed that. But in the past, you get so excited to get in and then you get the order out and then you're like, oh, I forgot to attach it to a party. Which to me, I was like, that's okay. I still got the PRV for it and I still got the product, but it kind of makes you mad because they won't swap it over afterwards anymore. So just make sure it's attached to a party. I don't think that's an issue anymore. But
and isn't it 200 not attached to a party gets free shipping on your website? Is that what it is?
Yes, but it's not attached to a party.
Yeah.
So we
So if
try to,
messed,
you want to
if you
try to
messed it
attack.
up, yeah.
Yeah, if you messed it
If you
up.
messed it up, you get free shipping. So
Yeah.
you get some kind of benefit.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, LTOs are not going to go away. They're just, it seems like we just keep getting more and more. I think they're kind of fun, but they do cause a little anxiety. They cause you some ulcers. They may make you want to drink, but but they also pad your PRV and your payday every week or every month. And if you're a leader, they pad your TWV so nicely. So teach your downline how to do this. Teach them about the queue. Teach them how to take the pre-orders if they want to. Once they go through a couple of them, I think they'll find that it's worth it. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. They're bad and they're good, and they're good and they're bad, and they're more good than bad. So try them, and hopefully these tips will help you. All right, I'm going to stop the recording. Thanks for joining me.